Welcome to your reset with Christiane Piano, where the purpose is to support you in releasing all that you are not, so the truth of who you really are can emerge. This is accomplished through working with the body-mind from an ontological perspective. We use various modalities to support you in supporting yourself exactly where you are, so that you may return to an experience of wholeness and ease, moment by moment. Deep reflection is one of the greatest tools through which to do this. To take a moment, to pause, assess, reflect, and literally and figuratively reset, come back to center, and move back into your one and precious life with increased clarity and purpose. Hello, I'm Christiane Piano, and today's episode is a reflection on relaxing. Relaxing is a word that's listed in the Oxford Dictionary as when one is being free or relieved from tension, anxiety, or stress. And interestingly enough, the root comes from a feeling of rest and peacefulness that can come from this freedom, which is also called relaxation. It comes from the Latin root re, which means again, and laxar, which means to loosen. And if the word is relaxation, then there is the suffix ation, which means the state of. And in looking up synonyms, there are words such as moderate, modify, temper, ease up on, or even loosen. One of the things that I personally enjoy about looking up the roots of words and the etymology of the word is it's a reflection of a culture, states of being, and we as human beings today live in such a high-paced world where there is a lot of pressure to be productive and to contribute. And so many of us find ourselves in a constant state of non-ease, of tension. So what I'll be speaking about today are the benefits of coming into a life from a place of relaxing. In a certain sense, you could say, rather than going after things, you allow things to come to you from a relaxed state, from a place of being soft, which requires trust. You can be productive in your life coming from a place of ease, coming from a soft space. In a sense, this is a form of non-attachment, a form of neutrality. You show up to life, but you are neutral to the outcome. You are aware of the picture you have in your mind and how you would like things to turn out. So the question is, can you release your relationship to the circumstances? The uncertainty that comes with the what if? Can you release the force of will? You see, force of will requires a lot of muscle. And the brain isn't relaxed either, as the brain is also a muscle. And when you relax, you soften. And when you soften, that is when clarity will come to the surface. You don't search for clarity. You create the conditions for clarity to be present. And one of them is softening and relaxing, so that there is space and room for clarity to enter into. Another condition is ease. As when ease is present, this supports flow, which then allows and supports the arrival of clarity. I'd like to share with you a beautiful quote here by Shunryu Suzuki. He says, "Leave your front door and your back door open. Allow your thoughts to come and go. Just don't serve them tea." I smile when I read this because it's a way of saying, be aware of your thoughts. Be aware of what they are. And yet at the same time, don't let them stick around too long. Don't serve them tea. You see, when we are busy engaging in our thoughts, there's no room for listening to the empty space that is necessary for clarity to arise to the surface. Now, we can't stop our thoughts, but we can be aware of their presence and allow them to come and go, flowing through just like clouds in the sky. Let them do their thing so we can do ours. When you relax in your mind, then your body relaxes. All levels of your body, from your most surface levels of the musculoskeletal system to the fascia, to your internal organs, the energetic flow as well as the flow necessary for homeostasis in the nervous system. And when we allow for a natural state of flow, you could visualize the element of water, if you will, as flow is our natural state. For things to flow, we need to support ourselves in releasing the knots in the body and the knots in the mind, so that we can come back to a state of flow. Now, knots form naturally just through navigating daily life. And when you drop into your body and you breathe deeply, and you listen to your breath, and you feel your feet on the floor and the earth holding you, beneath you, behind you, you can then relax and soften. And when you drop into your body, you'll begin to realize, through embodied learning, that wisdom resides in the body. Deep wisdom resides in the body. Can you trust it? Can you learn from it? Can you nourish it? When you slow down and create space for the quiet and the calm and the ease that's necessary for deep listening, you would be amazed at the shifts that unfold. You just need to be willing to create the space for it. So you could ask yourself the question, where is it in my life that I'm reaching for a particular outcome? And can I cultivate courage to relax and trust that what is meant to come will come? What is meant to go will go. And what is meant to stay will stay. Can I release any attachment to an outcome? What type of supports do I need to remain neutral? There's a quote by Nietzsche. He states, "There is more wisdom in your body than in your deepest philosophy." You can ask yourself the question, are there any philosophies, belief systems, lenses, habits, patterns that I cling to so ever tightly that perhaps are getting in the way of allowing myself to relax and drop into my body? We all have access to our bodies. It just requires a shift in focus. You see, it's not necessarily the circumstances of our lives that will enable us to take the step. It is actually our relationship to our circumstances. And depending on our relationship to our circumstances, we can often find ourselves stuck. But what if you created a friendship with whatever is unfolding? In the expert's mind, there are very few possibilities, but in the beginner's mind, the possibilities are endless. Krishnamurti, a yogic sage, is famous for saying, "Here is my secret. I don't mind what happens." So, what is it you are facing right now where you are trying to force an outcome? Where are you attached to a result? Could you possibly create the space to pause and reset and come back to a place of neutrality, allowing the body to soften, which supports the mind in softening? Allow your thoughts to come and go and to be fluid, to navigate whatever comes your way, planned or unplanned. Relaxing isn't just unplugging from social networking, from the internet, from stimulation. Relaxation isn't just lying down and stopping movement. Relaxing implies softening, releasing, and letting go, and trusting that what is meant to be will be. In the end, to be able to relax, there needs to be a willingness to release control. Control requires tension. And wherever there is tension, there is a lack of flow. Now, as always, there is very little we can do about the circumstances we find ourselves in the world as a whole. The circumstances outside of ourselves. But we can create agency on the circumstances of our inner world and our relationship to ourself and how we support ourselves and show up for ourselves. So the big question this week is, and perhaps it's not just this week's, perhaps it's a daily question that you can serve up to yourself and be in reflection every day of your life, even from moment to moment, when things just seem too much. What if I relax? What if I allow for a softening? And if you find yourself not able to, what supports do you need to hold you so you feel like you can lean in and trust and relax? If you happen to be a Reset subscriber, the BodyMind Wellbeing Resource Center, know that all of the content within each and every section, no matter what you interact with, is created purposely to support you in coming back to a state of ease, to a state of flow, to be in the present moment, to be able to be with all as is from a place of neutrality, non-attachment. It's not easy. It's not hard, but it is a practice. And every day, every breath, every moment, you can begin again. And you can even practice saying to yourself when you're working with your body, soften, relax. You can soften. You can relax. It's okay. You can. slowly, as you do, and it takes a beat, you will drop into a deep quiet as the thoughts in your mind suspend themselves. You will experience timelessness, this beautiful vast space of ease and warmth and light, and wisdom will begin to flow through. And naturally, you will experience a shift to your circumstances. So, no matter where you are in your life and whatever you may be going through, I do hope this reflection is supportive of you. And if you know someone to whom you think this would be supportive of, please do share it with them. Like or follow. If you're interested in participating in an online series, the next series coming up is just in time for summer. It begins June 23rd. It's a 2-week series, and it's called Play. Discover why play is not frivolous, but an essential to your body-mind well-being. If you are interested in working with me on any other level, whether it be through the video-on-demand services, privates in person or online, or one-on-one maturation coaching, feel free to reach out, growth@christianepiano.com, or schedule a free 50-minute consult directly on the appointment section.